I've lost my will to stare. I've let my soul drag on and on and on. Same day, just living in myself, going on and on and on. Same pages, never reach the own end. Someday I want to love like the love I had with you. Someday I want to hold like the way that I held you. No, someday I want to grow to places that I never been, places that I never seen. Someday I want to love like the love I had with you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, my heart will beat unless the world is. Don't wanna bring me tears, no way, no face my situation. I've lost my will to stare. I've let my soul drag on and on and on. Same day, just living in myself, going on and on and on. Same pages, never reach their own end. Someday I want to love like the love I had with you. Yeah, someday I want to hold like the way that I held you. No, someday I want to grow
If
to
you've been paying
places
attention
that
to
I
what I
never
had,
been,
I
places
was
that I never
Bay
seen.
Area,
Someday I want to love like the love I had with you. You know.
East Bay's best variety.
So if you've been paying attention like I have, you know Almin is coming to the Bay Area in March. She'll be in Berkeley at UC Theater. This is LJ the DJ. You're tuning into KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety. You can check us out at www.kcrh.com, kcrhradio.com. Again, this is LJ the DJ, and I just want to mix things up for you. I have my special guest, a good brother of mine, visiting from out of town, which is funny because he's originally from the Bay, but his self-paid James is back in the station with LJ the DJ, and we're about to mix it up on this fine February afternoon. I'm gonna say Happy Black History Month to all those who are listening.
Again, it is February 20. February 2026, Black History Month. I'm excited.
Again, it is February 20. Is my mic on? Yeah. It's February 2026, Black History Month. I'm super excited. We got the Black Joy Parade coming up. You already know I'll be front and center with my parade contingent, leading the chants. This year I'm also with the Black Joy Choir, so doing some of the events that they have going on this year, and potentially doing some DJing with an arcade business that my friend has. So we're gonna be super busy, but let us know, what are you doing for Black History Month? How are you celebrating? What icons are you bringing to the table and into the conversation so that we have remembrance this year, that we don't lose our history? As we know, our museums are currently under attack, and so we have to preserve our history and our knowledge of the truth of what really happened. Don't allow the contingent marginalization of melanin deficient people to control the narrative and sweep us back under the rug. So I know a lot of us wanted to have our seat at the table, but I think it's time to be like Jesus and start flipping tables and really be discerned around who is in your court, who your disciples are, and what work you're truly leading towards the cause of righteousness when it comes to education, knowledge of self, culture, identity, and the arts. The arts. movies, even our artists, are under attack when they're just depicting what's going on in this world. After what I just seen you do to your phone, I need to go. Oh, it's dead.
I don't know if you need to put it up there or drop it. Sure. No, it's alive. Your phone dead?
Yeah, it's starting to go. Alright,
Shout out to the homies Tony Dick and Jay Cox, who have a short film coming up. They're working on various short films.
Shout out to the homies Tone Vic and Jay Cox, who have a short film coming up. They're working on various short film remake clips of iconic movies within our Black Hood film collection. So stay tuned for those. I'm actually starring in a short film coming up. Super excited. It's going to be hosted at Willows and Pine, MacArthur and Fruitvale. So make sure you go check out Willows and Pine. When you see it in the film, you'll be like, I know that place. I went and had gumbo there. If you're allergic to shrimp, don't worry. They got other things like mushroom po' things or po' boys.
What else is going on this month, my guy?
And
What
then
else is
her
we got chicken.
waffles with that caramel sauce. You got to go check that out. So go tap in with Willows and Pine, and then stay tuned for a short film by Jay Cox coming up.
Speaking to a microphone.
What else is going on this month, my guy? What else is we got shaking? Yes. Speaking to a microphone. Yes. He ain't ready. All right. Trying to get through the.
first black woman to have a YouTube video for her, a YouTube music video to do with her song.
Bay Area Negro spiritual right here. First black woman to have a YouTube video for her, a YouTube music video to go with her song. All right, bro. So the people want to know, we curious, what's going on, what's happening, It's your main man, LJ the DJ in the mix, and I just want to know, where have you been, brother?
Did you end up in
Space and time.
Say that one more time. On a journey through what?
Space and time.
This Negro was on the Magic School Bus going through space and time. That is crazy, bro. That's a booty hole. So, space and time, where did you end up, Mr. Professor Paradox?
Man, I would say in a whole new dimension for real. I'm just playing with you. Nah, it's been a lot though. I ain't gonna lie. It feel like a journey for sure because you know you go through your ups and downs in life, and when you go in so high, you know you eventually gotta fall. And you know when you get to that bottom, that's when reality hits you. And you get kind of like a reality check for a sec. But in the end, some people, you know, persevere through that moment of pressure and, you know, others get stuck in it. But I felt like I definitely persevered through a lot within the last year. Left out of the Bay into a whole new state, North Carolina. My peoples is from out there, so it wasn't really nothing new, but just the fact that I had to spread my wings, that was a lot in that moment. and then dealing with myself. We all go through a lot, so mental health is very important. So I definitely did a lot of mental health exercises and just different therapies and sessions and stuff like that to really get through those moments within myself that I was dealing with. And then out of that became finding a new spark in my creativity and just the music that I actually love creating, and bringing a newer message to that with this whole experience. So if you don't know, this is Self-Paid James, come out of Vallejo, California. Spread my roots in Oakland, now in North Carolina, doing the same thing, new territory, new terrain, but not the same game. And right now I'm feeling good. I'm out here back in my hometown with the people, loved ones, relatives. And we on this music trip right now. We came out here to really do some business.
Business, and not as usual, because the old way of doing business did not sustain or suit all of our needs. We're on to bigger and better business, right? I definitely had a question. That piece on your neck, at first when I seen you, I thought it was part of your hoodie, but no, that is a big old chain.
Thank you. I feel like T-Pain with it. You never hey, you gotta have elite ball knowledge to know that one. But yeah, it's I seen it just out shopping one day, and it just attracted. I was attracted to it, so I got it. And then yeah, it stand out for sure. I got compliments on it just earlier today. But it was crazy today as I, coming into Oakland, I'm chilling. Tell me why I see somebody chilling right beside me with his shorty, and he wearing the exact same hoodie. And then I wanted to go compliment him and be like, "Hey, bro, that's a nice hoodie you got on." But I was like, "Nah, let me not. I ain't trying to, he got a little moment or something. I ain't trying to ruin nothing." But then seconds, like maybe a couple moments later, a person with the same pants I got on right now walked across me, and I was like, I said it to him though. I was like, "Hey, buddy, I like them pants right there." He was like, "I like those too." It was pretty funny, but stuff like that always be happening in Oakland though. It's crazy,
I bet now I find nobody walking down the street with the same outfit as me. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, Brad had the top and the other one had the pants. It's
bottoms.
crazy.
Yeah. You need to go to a new store. But I've had encounters for sure where like I've seen people wearing stuff that I know I have in my closet, or like I've had like bought before. I'm like, okay, same store.
Right.
H&M. Got you. That's crazy. For me this week, there have been people like recognizing me from last semester. So I was at the celebration and someone was like, "Ooh, good job on the play." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." That was last semester. I don't remember like seeing that person like after any of my shows, in the crowd. So to get accolades from them so late, not late, it was actually, just a perfect moment in time, but to get accolades after the fact,
Right.
in February in Black History Month, they were like, "You did a great job." I'm like, yes, that recognition.
Black recognition is needed.
And then somebody told me that she recognized me. I was tabling at this school that her either her nephew, her son, or her grandson went to.
Right.
And I was working in that capacity, and so I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." To be recognized from an event. Here at the school is crazy.
Yeah, and I got a question. How does that make you feel when people come up to you and do things like that?
It's a new sense of gratification, right? In person is so much better than having to post something on Facebook and like looking for likes.
Yeah, only seeing fire emojis or something.
And it's like it's really good that people are noticing what you're doing, that we have the ability to post like these amazing opportunities, but when it happens in person, like no one's there to see it. Like it's something that you have to post, right?
Yeah.
And there's another student who brought me, she was taking photos for her class and they had to print them out, and I was like, "Bring me the photo," right? And I kept seeing her, I got her name, and I would always remind her, and it just became like a little joke. And so she finally brought it to me today. It was like, "Oh," and presented it to me. got it actually.
Where is that?
Put it in here for sake.
While you pull that out,
I thought it was in there.
I feel like it's very important to show appreciation, gratitude, even a compliment. Like while I was just chilling, doing my thing, you know, as I got off the air flight,
Air flight.
my bad. But you know what I mean? Like, that's a nice picture too, y'all. But I noticed the community as I'm readjusting myself to a different society coming from the East Coast, and I'm seeing everybody's interactions. And what I did see a lot out of people in Oakland, they was complimenting each other as they, you know, walk by, or somebody walk, you know, they're sitting down, they would even stop the conversation just to give them a compliment. I think that's super huge and powerful, you know, because stuff like positive words go a long way for sure. And I think that more people, when they express how they feel, if they feel like that toward, you know, somebody might like something but be like, I ain't gonna say nothing, you know, you might be really helping somebody out just by letting them know. So
Indeed, I think I've been going out of my way to give compliments to people, to learn people's names, to pay attention. Right, we have this fashion club on campus, and I think the communication really dwindled. But then once I got involved, whenever I see somebody, be like, "Hey, do you know about the fashion club? You should get, you feel me? Let me take a picture and introduce you to the group." And then people have been like, "You're LJ the DJ," because that's my profile and everything. You know, so they be recognizing me based off of the interactions on. So college is really fun. It's a really cool, even being on community college, it's just the interactions that we have and the opportunities to connect with people.
I definitely agree. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I was a dropout, you know, classes 16, wasn't able to graduate or nothing. Life circumstances happened, but I always wanted to get back into my education. I did last year after moving out to North Carolina, went right back, got it, you know, and the school actually nominated me for the Honor Society due to my dedication, hunger, and work ethic. And so from that, you know, just being in college now and experiencing new things, learning new stuff, it's a place to be for everybody, you know. And I feel like, you know, they need to kind of help us out with those college fundings and, you know, reliefs and all that for sure, because education should be free.
And I'll let you know, the sooner you get those academic things out the way, then you can get to the fun stuff. Like, you got to get your general eds out the way. I'm currently doing radio, television, journalism. Some of my classes are online, but I still had to get math credit. So I'm doing a psych class, still had to get English credit. So I have to do an English class, but it's online, and the pressures of getting work done, you know, by the deadline, when you got to look at the deadline on the computer and make sure that you submit the time, you know, have the time to get it done, when you're ripping and running for everyday life. What else? But yeah, once you get that stuff out the way, then you can go and do the fun class, the editing class, the design class.
Knock out the hard ones, get to the easy
get
ones.
to the fun ones.
Yeah,
You know, I did a theater class, and the class, it wasn't like us sitting down learning about how to act. We were actually every day was us rehearsing. And so for me, I already had the charisma, the energy to be like, this is how the character needs to feel here, this is how he needs to feel here, scream here, do this here. But then it's like
locked in.
But we're still reading the script, and like, you know, I got to be mindful of, do I have time to show them my personality and actually goof around while rehearsing, or am I going to be serious and stoic and like pay attention? And, you know, we were scared that we weren't all going to make our marks towards the end based on how rehearsal was doing. But once it was showtime, like all of it, I want to say some words, all that stuff came together, and it was really cool.
That's
have you seen the play?
A little bit,
A little bit, yeah. Watch the full thing.
I haven't. I'm about to tap in because I've been waiting to see it. I've seen all the highlight moments, all the congratulations, and I think that like your skill to be multi-talented really is inspirational. It's something that I strive to do with my gifts, be able to blossom in all areas. And a lot of us could do the same thing if we put our mind to it.
Indeed, if we put our mind to it. So this is a really just is exciting moment for me, being able to like humble brag with my homie right here. There's a couple of friends that I do have that I'm able to just share what's happening from my day-to-day life and be excited about it and not feel like we competing or not feel like, oh, I'm going to tell you something because I know that's not what you're doing, because we all have our own lanes. And even if I'm like, I don't know about that, and that's iffy, or I might sound fishy, because, people be, appearances aren't always what it seems. People talk a good game, or they got
AI
accolades,
is real nowadays,
Listen, before we had AI, people were still lying. they took the I and the A from liar and just said AI.
Switch that around real quick.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
People are walking. We have walking robots who just don't have any spirit or any soul.
NPCs,
if we're being honest.
man.
Yeah. So just being cognitive of and discerning around who's in your inner circle,
right?
But definitely just hoping that all my homies eat. Like, everybody gotta make some bread, gotta make a name for themselves, get popular.
We all here together at the end of the day. We got to get through this whole life situation together. But it is important who you surround yourself by. Birds of a feather flock together, and you want to soar high in the sky, not low to the earth.
And the reason that there's really no competition is because we're not in the same lane to where it's like, I got to get my mixtape out before you, or I got to get it to this producer. Like, I'm the DJ, I'm the radio person, also doing some speaking engagements and acting, whereas you're the designer, the artist, and the rapper, still do poetry. And so there's different ways that it intersects, but the way that we all work together by supporting each other. I know Ollie been hitting you up on social web. She be tagging us and everything. We have a friend who's in New York right now,
doing big things in the model industry.
And that's all how we all met. All three of us met through the model industry at different points of our careers. But to grow up and be like, dang, our friends got to move, and then really just see the test of those relationships is really cool. But this is our first time being back in person, and what feels like a year and a half
almost.
Dang near, which
feel like it
was a long time, because me and my homies, we was seeing each other every day. You, me, Trey, and we all had some health things going on that required us to really take it easy and have medication and go to the doctors and life-threatening stuff like in our 20s. Someone had, you feel me, just medical stuff that was so just weird. But I think the sun is shining today, and it's exciting to see how things have turned around.
And I know I'm feeling warm. So
now, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna add on to it. Like I said, we're all blooming and blossoming in our own season. And I'm in a state right now where, my petals is coming in. So I feel good, feel refreshed. Since that year, I have been working hard on other creative outlets. Last year, I wrote a book that's published on Amazon. Will be available soon.
I wish I had my special effects.
No, I appreciate it. It's called Preston Grizzly, the Self-Paid Entrepreneur. So it's a little flip on there, but you kind of get the gist, right?
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, well, he's a young hustling bear. He got two friends, one named Glow Panda. She does streaming, on the live, all that. The other friend named Stacks the Squirrel. He's into crypto, technology, the whole 9 yards. And they go on a high school adventure to get to the Vault of Visions. It's where all the great minds of this animal society came together to store their entrepreneur ideas in one place. And the villain of the whole story is a AI corporation ran by an ape called Mr. Greed. And Mr. Greed, you already kind of tell what he wants. He wants that money, man. So what he gonna do? He's gonna steal it from the entrepreneurs. And in life, that's kind of what the AI is doing. So it's a little spin on how it pieced together what's going on currently, but giving it in a way that anybody can read, enjoy, and also learn from.
Is the playing of the world's smallest violin just rubbing your hands together asking for money? That's because as soon as you said Mr. Green,
Mr. Green.
I thought of Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I mean,
And
he's
I
a
was
big inspiration for
His
sure.
rubbing the hands together.
With
The world's smallest
the
violin. But then I was like, that's also like give me with the
Right.
money. So I was like, is that the same?
Yeah, that's the same gesture.
Yeah.
That's a hilarious reference right there. But yeah, that's out. Wrote that last year. It actually so I go to Pitt Community College in North Carolina. The school actually picked up on it and is looking to put it into their entrepreneurship program to kind of give students to read. So I'm excited to see that transpire, and they also want me to kind of be like a speaker since I became a honor society member. So, and I would have never thought really, doing all this work within the education would have paid off. I kind of had a lot of doubt, self-doubt, never really believed in myself like, most of us do. But until I actually went out and did it with I didn't hold back. I just let everything go and I gave it 110%. I was able to achieve something and become something because we all could do the same thing. For me, I look at it like how my name self-paid, but I can't, give you game on how to be the self-paid. So that's why I chose entrepreneurship for my major, to one day inspire people to chase their own dreams, admirations, and create something yourself. So
yeah, I remember the Black Excellence Assembly we did. That was a great event.
Yeah.
It's never too late, and there's a lot of amazing opportunities that education has in store. I had a question for you, but I was like, I gotta wait for you to finish talking. And I forgot what my question was. What was my question? I had a question.
Man, that train of thought get going, man.
That train
You
of
didn't
thought
missed it.
Left it. Beep beep. Get a Cooper card.
Hey.
Jesus Christ! What
let
was
me throw this in. I did put out a new song for those who's interested in me as an artist. It's called Trust the Process. And yeah.
That's ironic. Because I learned, that.
Go ahead, break it down.
Well, my question was, if you could have a term go viral, what would it be? If you had like one line from your songs, or if you can make a viral TikTok term for the kids, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. Dang, let me actually think. I ain't trying to have the kids doing something stupid for real. Like, because I say some stuff. I ain't gonna lie, some of my bars is crazy, but I'll never quit on myself. And that's the actual first line of the song of Trust the Process. I'll never quit on myself. You play with the fire, get melt. We win it without any help. Just playing the cards I was dealt. My karma come back like a belt. I made a wish in a well, knowing the hate gonna come with the wealth. But I'm counting it, saying go well.
That was fire.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna spice up y'all palates and give y'all a little bit of guapolay.
Could reach it. It's not the kind of thing you wanna rush or hesitate to go far. You stepped on me, just come at me with honesty, and you might get my heart. You got it good, baby. Believe me, it's so good, baby, baby. Oh, you got it good, baby. Believe me, it's all good. Ooh, so soft and so soft. This way, I'm falling. So suddenly, you touch me, pushing me. On this believe it's all good, baby, baby. He was 14 years old. All his life he never left the west side.
And we're back with the KCRH 89.9 FM, the evening show with LJ the DJ, featuring my good buddy Self Page.
Yes, sir.
So it's Black History Month. What's a black icon that you look up to?
One of my favorites, I would definitely Marcus Garvey. I don't think nothing like that could happen again as far as the movement, the type of pull he had, within the culture. Like, he had real pull. When we talk about motion nowadays, he's the black definition of real motion. Like, he really built
Y'all ain't got
so
no
much
motion in the ocean.
Speaking of ocean, he was about to build a shit for blacks to cross with the, you know what I mean? If you really know the research, it's just like he was on that level. And yeah, like, he's one of my top ones, I would say.
I gotta call my dad and say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Pops, man.
February 5th, peer pressure. If you don't want me to be the best that I can be, then you're not my friend. And if I'm only your friend when I'm doing what you want me to do, then you're not my friend. Peer pressure is the most dangerous thing on earth next to complacency. If you associate yourself with peer pressure or complacency, then you're destined for failure. That was Kevin Gates. You want to read this next one?
Yeah, let me read the next one. Kevin Gates reference is crazy to work, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know what he's been up to lately, so I can't say whether or not. No, you go back to this page where that big old G is.
Yeah, okay.
But this is 365 days of hip hop. So the artist has said it and it has been written down in the book of hip hop. This was documented before any scandals have came out. Just saying.
Good people bring out the good in people. When we are around our friends, we can be ourselves. We laugh, we joke around, we enjoy each other's company, and we have each other's back. We share our aspirations and support each other's dreams. Friendships are a two-way street. We don't do something for our real friends because we expect something in return. We do it because we, in whole heart, wanted to see them succeed. It is difficult to consider someone a friend when they do not genuinely have our best interests in mind. A real friend with no pressure into compromising our character in order to remain friends with them. Want to finish off with the affirmation?
Affirmation. True friends uplift, encourage, and are trustworthy. Are these the exact characteristics that describe my friends? Is my heart content when I am around them, or do I always feel pressured to do something to stay in someone's good graces? Time will either promote my real friends or expose my fake ones. Crazy enough, we've already been having conversations around that centered around today.
Speaking of fake friends, it's a lot of moments in our Black history that, destroyed years worth of work due to the lack of disloyalty within the community. When we are not able to be loyal to our own brother or own sister, then that's part of what is the cause of our destruction. Because a lot of people, when they stand together, they're stronger. That's word around town. So when you have people that, let's say, disagree with each other, don't see one another on the same level, instead of disagreeing to agree, they work against each other and end up ultimately destroying one another. So we'll do a lot better if we was to know how to come together, resolve more issues on a respectful level. And that's kind of like crazy, because again, when it comes to Black History Month, Malcolm X, I got the book right here. We all know the story. There was people working inside his group against him. And I would say the same for most of our Black leaders.
Yeah, and right now with the state of America, it just feels like everything is against us. And so I just want y'all to stay hopeful, stay empowered, stay encouraged. Find somebody who needs mentorship, that you can talk them through something that they need support in. And it doesn't have to be about like life and education. We need people to educate us with everything, because we can't read right now.
If Kai Cenat can't read, I know a lot of the generation before it, it's looking bad. I'm gonna say that.
When did he say that?
Nah, that's what it is. He's getting used to picking up the book again, and with big words and all that. So, and he's the leader of the new age.
Yeah, these people who are doing the streaming.
These are our new leaders. So it's just like, you got to look at that and be like, you don't want the blind leading the blind or nothing like that.
These are the new leaders. Okay, so I'm putting Lost Ones in here by Lauryn Hill. But also a song that I wanted to play was Real Friends by Kanye West, and it's not in the system yet. And I also wanted to play Summer Friends by Chance the Rapper, but I also can't find that one. What song would you use to describe how the times are looking?
How the times are looking?
How the times are looking.
Would a Kendrick song be preferred?
I asked you a question.
I know. I'm just asking. You got the Kendrick up there on it. It will be off the Pimp a Butterfly album, and I would probably choose Institutionalized.
Okay. Let me see how many Kendrick songs we have. Start playing some Kendrick Lamar. Most influential person, like who's somebody who you...
Hold on. I'm going too fast now, brother. You ain't answered the question either, though. Who is your top Black historical, past, present, or future? I'll be playing with you, but you know what I mean, though, bro. Who's your main man?
The historical figure from the past
and the future. I'm putting on record.
Freaking, let me just look into my archives and see where the future holds.
Right.
Bobby Seale, Huey P. Newton. Was Bobby dead or still alive?
Dang, that's crazy. Got to ask.
Fred Hampton. Oh, I really said Hammond. Fred Hampton. Because to be 21 and all you doing is talking the good talk, not like, and they actually followed it up with actions, but literally the revolutionaries, all they did was they did the work, but they spoke in front of people and talked. Like Mr. Martin before, and his biological name was some Michael thing. I don't know, but
go ahead though.
Like a lot of these people who died in their 30s, they had already been through their 20s. These young men died at 21.
Yeah,
and a lot of the work that the Black Panthers did, it didn't sustain, sadly, to the extent that we would like. But the fact that it happened, these was young people who said something needs to change. We need to do something, and they had their 10-point plan. And
using the amendments too.
Yeah, and we are way so far behind in the times to even be getting that. Like we need the 20-point plan.
It's so bad where we at right now. We got leaders like these group of who know what calling themselves the Black Panthers in Philadelphia. Where what was it? Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah. My bad for mispronouncing. But yeah, you seen that?
I did.
What's your thoughts?
And they had to change their name because the Black Panthers who are still alive put an end to that. And there was Black Panthers in Seattle at the same time that this was all going down. Like what happened in Oakland, it probably happened. They had Black Panthers in Chicago and in Seattle in real time, right? I would think you would need to definitely come up with a new name. Like you can't just go by Black Panthers.
Yeah, because they tried to steal the whole look and everything. Like they tried to take it back in time or something. I was like,
fashion show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I have to go sing at an event. That's why I got the leather jacket on now.
I was gonna say it's
Black Panther themed
vibe.
In honor of it being Black History Month.
That or Matrix.
I was going for Morpheus from Matrix as well. But yeah, we can't do what the Black Panthers did back then. And sadly, the law is still doing what it did back then, to where we're getting pulled over even when you have a license to conceal carry your weapon. Like the only time these other people are getting tripped up is when they stop somebody who is in law enforcement or who is also of a high ranking thing, like a judge, a FBI agent, and you pull out that badge. But we've seen what they did to Mr. Alex in the Senate building. They was arrested. ICE was detaining senators. So it's like, what is it take for us to be protected? By the by ourselves, by whoever. But I'm just waiting on Luke Cage and Black Lightning.
And, Miles Morales for sure.
And Static Shock, Virgil Hawkins. To
and
activate.
and Hancock.
Hi! Listen,
Hancock right now, give him a beer.
Hancock was like Jesus. He
For
flipped
real.
tables, trucks, and he put yo ass with his ass and his ass within his ass. Oh my God, we need a Hancock today.
Hancock was one of the original Black movies for sure.
Did you
Superhero
see what is her name? Did you see the Watchmen series that was on HBO?
Oh yeah, that was a great series.
That was a great series.
I wish they make a new one.
God, listen, Watchmen was good, and of course Lovecraft.
But they had a lot of hidden gems up in that show that probably went over a lot of viewers' heads.
I feel like Lovecraft Country and Sinners need to be watched back to back. Oh my
God, can we just give
back to back
a round of applause for Lovecraft? Like they did a like it was just so phenomenal, and they put together a work of art, but a lot of it comes from deep roots, so it gives a historical feel, but at the same time in a sci-fi world. And I think it was too much for a lot of big companies or something, because a lot of viewers, people who I actually know, love movies and do that binge watching, they said they would love a season 2, but too bad it got canceled. So,
and what we need to do is take all of this to animation. Like there's so much that's limited on screen due to what humans actually have the ability to do physically, and even the budget of graphics. And I know animation will probably cost a lot, but even this is for my Wheel of Fans time. Like there's shows that keep getting like Witcher, Wheel of Time, even all of those movies, Aragon, Narnia,
right?
Like that quote unquote flopped. I was like, if y'all do an animation adaptation, that would blow it out the water. Like Star Wars Visions and even Marvels with the what ifs.
Not the CGI animation. Stay away from CGI.
Like the written out. Yeah, no, y'all got to do like actual 2D,
like
2D
drawing, hand drawn.
Draw it, take actual pictures and concepts of stuff
frame
that's
by
already
frame.
done. Even if it's like AI, just like limiting, not just like seeing the characters on screen, but limiting not limiting, but making them move around more
fluid,
yeah. So I'd be watching, all of the books that we watch, either Game of Thrones, Wheel of Time, they all have novels, and some of our favorite shows even come from comic book series, right? So to actually, some people have been like creating AI lore based videos on YouTube where they talk about the history of the civilization that's made up from when this person wrote the
giving
book.
the whole background.
So that's how I fall back in with Game of Thrones lore, and you see what they took out of the show, and you be like, dang, the books are so, even in Harry Potter, there's so much that was taken out of the books that they didn't put into the movies.
The book is the real gem.
The loopholes. So
I'm
people
not
would be
gonna
like,
lie.
yeah, people would be like, oh, I hate all of the when people, why was Voldemort the way he was? His mother seduced the father with a love potion, and he was under a love potion when she got pregnant, and then she stopped giving it to him to see if he would still stay there after they had the kid, and he was like, I don't love you, and he tried to leave, and then Voldemort found him and killed him. But that's why Voldemort can't feel love, and that's why he was when he possessed Harry, love was a physical weakness, and then his blood was literally inside of Voldemort's body, which also the first time that love protected Harry was when his mom died. Stuff like that. Like, you'd be like, oh, you had to read the books to have known.
Yeah, to really
So
real fan out shit too, for real. But it's crazy because we can have this same debate about anime too. Like the anime community all feel like the same way when it comes to manga and like the anime. It's just like they be cutting out or doing something a little different. Nowadays they're trying to reanimate most of the old animations. Yeah,
I'm also tired of these long drawn out stories where they're always talking. I'm like, I want to see the action back to back to back, and I don't want to just go to YouTube and look up the compilation of fight scenes. I'm like, I just want a show that starts with like Castlevania, perfect with the level of action that it had, and then the conversations were groundbreaking. You wanted to listen to it. What is another show that has great dialogue? I think Yasuke was cool, and then it was like, oh, Yasuke doesn't have powers. Still cool. Yeah, I want to see Yasuke and Samurai Jack with some, not Samurai Jack, Afro Samurai.
I'll say when it comes to that, Baki is one.
That's the punching dude.
That's what fighting one. Some people really know about him, but like I feel like the dialogue in that is definitely smooth, and with the action scenes and everything else, like they kept it P on that. Some other ones is really just like we all know about One Piece, how like so many filler episodes there are is crazy, but like over dialoguing it, like they need to know the balance. But yeah, I feel you on that. You know, what would be your top anime, just to throw it out there? Top three.
Castlevania.
Ooh, yeah.
I liked
the last one too.
Yeah. The League of Legends Arcane series.
Okay.
Don't judge me, y'all. I like Voltron, but that's not my top three. But they did a remake of Voltron, and I liked when the Galra invaded Earth.
Okay.
Voltron. No, I said what I said. Arcane. I said Arcane. I liked The Witcher. That's its own franchise. So Castlevania, Arcane. Bro, those were my favorites. I just had to name drop them.
Okay, what was that last one?
No, so it's Castlevania, Arcane.
You said Voltron.
No, well, I was just name dropping it. It ain't the favorites. There was this one, Yakuja, or I keep saying it's not Yakuse, but it's Yakitori or something, which I thought was chicken. It's like these crazy like rat creatures with guns, and then the humans with guns, and they're shooting. I'm gonna look it up too. All our devices. I'm gonna look it up too. I could probably open up another tab on here.
All right, while you do that, I'm gonna name mine. Let's go off the bat. Gotta go with Naruto just to pay respects to him, you know.
Dragon Ball, yeah.
Most people would go either Dragon Ball or One Piece. It's just like, for me, those are kind of basic. But Attack on Titans, Parasite, One Piece is actually a good one. I know they're coming out with a new season. So many good ones, man.
It is called Yakitori, the Soldiers of Misfortune. Yakitori, I was right. And it's like these different 8 creatures, humanoid-looking creatures.
Okay.
And
put me on game for sure.
Yeah, it was a cool little show.
And now I'll probably throw in Tokyo Ghoul too. That was.
I think the Pacific Rim had a cool. The Pacific Rim had a cool one. They had a cool animation that came out. I'm thinking, which another? Oh, Death Note. Death Note was some great.
Death Note
stuff.
actually is a great show.
That
Actually, I'll
was
put that with the
crazy.
top 10 for
That
sure.
was crazy.
Like, I don't know what god dang Light was thinking.
Light Kagami.
God damn.
Yagami.
Like,
Yagami.
thought he was
Kagami,
always
Edward
one step
Kagami.
ahead.
Edward Kagami is from Continuum. Okay,
No cap.
got you.
But nah, that was a intense show. Like the build up on that was crazy. And I don't know if y'all know, I know probably most anime fans know, but the author, he was, or the creator, I should say, he was actually making those episodes like month after month. Like it wasn't pre-planned or all structured out. Like as the releases dropped, he was working on the next release right after.
Sounds like
Trying to
George
figure
R.
it
R.
out.
Martin with his books.
Yeah, it's man. Yo, so props to him for that. He's a goat.
I can't wait for us to get some black animations in the mix, y'all.
There's some black studio animations. These twin brothers just started their own anime, animation studio. So I'm excited to see what comes out of them. And there's Black Sand. If y'all don't know about Black Sand, go do your research. I've been rocking with him since he was started the comics for real. Like, but when he started drawing every sketches and had the whole book laid out, that's when I started tapping in. And then he went to animate everything, and now it's looking legit.
It was giving Redakai, Conquerors of the Karu.
Yeah.
I like that in Monsuno. I can't wait to write a script and have the means to produce an anime series. So if you're
Man.
watching this and you have the means to support a brother, I am LJ the DJ.
Help a
in the
brother
mix.
out.
Help a brother out.
Help a brother out.
What's another famous
Black
book?
History Month,
Wait,
y'all.
where did that come from? Do you speak out in English?
Well, that's definitely a hood movie. I've already known.
Yep. Do you understand the words
That's coming out of my mouth. No, is that Rush Hour?
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say, why say hood movie? Yo, Rush Hour is not a hood movie, by the way, y'all. That's my bad.
Real recognize real, granddad, and you looking pretty unfamiliar.
Boondocks quote is always gonna hit every time. I'm
Give me
not gonna
another
lie.
one.
What we
Mr.
doing?
Dubois. I said Dubois. It's Dubois. Mr.
No,
Dubois.
look, this is one of my favorites. Well, let that shit happen to me, though. I be saying that shit in IRL for real. I ain't gonna lie. That is hell.
Yes, she's a hoe.
Man. Nah, Riley has some good ones. Shout out to Regina King, man.
I'll
She's
put
a
a
goat.
turkey sandwich over a brother.
I was lucky
our
watching.
homie.
Yeah. I'll put it. Yeah, that's crazy. They have some classics too. I know that they animations. I don't think it's coming back for real. I think it's a done deal, y'all. As much as we
already
wanted,
made fun of everything that can happen. They had a chicken crisis, just like Popeyes did.
Mhm.
They brought back Martin Luther King. They had a pandemic. They didn't.
They had
didn't-
slavery.
They didn't live down. Catch up, Freeman. We didn't live.
It wasn't catcher free, but it was catcher free.
Catcher Freeman.
Yeah, it was like, but how Ruckus said it, he broke it down.
Catcher Freeman.
Right, like catcher free, go catcher Freeman.
Go catch a free man.
Right.
Curse you, Django. Say goodbye to Miss Laura.
Master, we love you. Oh God, bro, that is so funny. I swear.
All because he wanted to write a script.
Yeah, because they wouldn't like rock with him.
Her
That's
name was
crazy.
Thelma.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people, go be self-paid. It will definitely go a long way. He went out there and did it by himself, and now we got god dang, what, something to throw in the archives for real.
I got a burrito from 3 days ago. I'm about to go warm up.
This man,
I got it Monday using
y'all hear this,
a
man?
gift card that I got from work, and I just
In
was
5 seconds, y'all finna hear his belly growl. I ain't gonna lie.
and in 20 seconds we're gonna be on the way back home.
Hey, well, before we get out of here, man, y'all want everybody to tune in with this new single. It's called Trust the Process. You could go stream it on all platforms. Yeah, this is what we here to do. We here to trust the process, get through this together.
Hold on, read the chapter of Malcolm X.
All right.
Not the full chapter.
We gonna do this for sure, because it's still Black History Month, y'all. Don't forget.
And it just started, so don't y'all try to end it with Armageddon and Apocalypse. You can destroy the world on March 1st.
Yeah, they over here talking about some y'all ready to start this World War III? I said, what? Who they on, gang? You said what page though, or what chapter?
I just said read.
Oh, okay. You said nigga read. All right.
Because black people, we need to learn how to read. They can't hide things in the book if you look in the book.
I don't want to read nothing like racist stuff.
Read it. It's Black History Month. Ain't nothing racist. Black people can't be racist because when was the last time you felt oppressed? We oppress each other more than we press other races. You know how many times I've been told to get the remote and your fat ass was sitting on the goddamn remote? Or to go get some goddamn salami and cheese because you want to eat these ruffles in the bed. Listen, make your own Kool-Aid because I'm going to start putting my foot in it. Literally.
That's crazy.
Drink my cuticles.
That's some nasty work right there. All right, this is chapter 13, Minister Malcolm X. I quit the Ford Motor Company's Lincoln Mercury division. It has become clear to me that Mr. Muhammad needed ministers to spread his teachings, to establish more temples among the 22 million Black brothers who were brainwashed and sleeping in the cities of North America. My decision came relatively quick. I have always been an activist. My personal chemistry perhaps made me reach more quickly than most ministers in the Nation of Islam that stage of dedication. But every minister in the nation, in his own time, in his own way, in the privacy of his own soul, came to the conviction that it was written that all of his before life had been only condition and preparation to become a disciple of Mr. Muhammad's. Everything that happens, Islam teaches. It is written. Mr. Muhammad invited me to visit his home in Chicago as often as possible when he trained me for months. Never in prison have I studied and absorbed so intensely as I did now under Mr. Muhammad's guidance. I was immersed in the worship rituals, and what he taught us were true natures of men and women. The organizational and administrative procedures, the real meaning and the interrelated meaning and use of the Bible and the Quran. I went to bed every night, every more awed. If not Allah, who else could have put such wisdom into that little humble lamb of a man from Georgia, 4th grade, and sawmills and cotton patches? The Lamb of Man. The analogy I drew for myself from the prophecy in the book of Revelations of a symbolic lamb with a two-edged sword into its mouth. Mr. Muhammad's two-edged sword was his teachings, which cut back and forth to free the black man's mind from the white man. My abortion of Mr. Muhammad grew. My bad, y'all. My admiration. Look, I'm over here reading too quick. My bad, y'all. Let me cook, okay? My admiration of Mr. Muhammad grew in the sense of the Latin root word, brother. Latin word right there.
I got you. My adoration of Mr. Muhammad grew in the sense of
read the Latin word. I read that. Read the Latin word.
Adorare.
Okay, adorare. All right, pass it back.
Adorare.
You probably ain't even say that too. It means much more than our admiration or adore. It means that my worship of him was so awesome that he was the first man whom I ever feared. Not fear such as a man with a gun, but the fear such as one have as the power of the sun. Mr. Muhammad, when he felt me able, permitted me to go to Boston. My brother Lloyd X lived there. He invited people whom he have gotten interested in Islam to hear me in this living room. I quote what I said when I was just starting out, and then later on in the other place, as I best can remember, the general patterns that I use in successive phrase in those days, that I know that then what I always like to start off with my favorite analogy of Mr. Muhammad.
All right, you can stop right there.
All right, that was a lot.
Everybody clap it up. What's up, Faye James? You know, if you are an artist, you have to be literate. You have to know how to read. So make sure y'all pick up a book and just test it out. You ain't got to read it out loud if you don't want to. Just make sure you know. Huh?
No, I was over here laughing about Kai. I'm over here messing up myself. So y'all go ahead and get into them.
Get into them what?
Get into them books, man.
Get into them books, man. All right, it's LJ the DJ in the mix, and we about to mix it. Out of here. Peace.